16-bit arcade graphics.
You can't do this on Nintendo. Genesis does.
16-bit sports action.
You can't do this on Nintendo. Genesis
Does.
Genesis
Does.
Genesis
Does.
Genesis
Does.
Genesis does.
Get Joe Montana free, Pat Riley free, Buster Douglas free, Super Monaco GP free, or Collins free.
Genesis does.
What Nintendo don't? Buy a 16-bit Genesis system between now and October 31st and get an extra game.
Hey guys, Noel here, and it's Monday, and before I go about my business for the day, which includes teaching an art class, I thought it would be fun to do a take two on a video for the YouTube channel about Buster Douglas Knockout Boxing. This is actually one of the first videos that I ever reviewed, and it was brought to my attention by a fan that I actually reviewed this, and I thought to myself, I should go and watch this old review that I did, and I was watching the intro to it, and I thought, you know what, we could do a better job introducing this video, so let's do that. And here we go. So this is Buster Douglas Knockout Boxing, the new intro. So you'll be seeing Noel from 2012 play this game via a capture card. So there will be no kind of fun bootlegging an 80s computer monitor in this video. You'll actually see full screen the game, but it will look like it's off a VCR because I believe I taped this off a VCR and then shot it through the capture card. So anyway, lots of fun stuff. Let's talk a bit about Buster Douglas Knockout Boxing. And again, shout out to Josh Johnson and his comment and his very nice video where he actually beats Buster Douglas Knockout Boxing. So you're more than welcome to check out his channel. It's a lot of fun. So anyway, Sega, and as a way to counter Nintendo's overwhelming power in the American video game marketplace, when they launched their Sega Genesis, they decided to have celebrities on the fronts of their games. So Nintendo might have been part of the American cultural zeitgeist as the video game company, but what's even more part of the American cultural zeitgeist is celebrity culture. And Sega glommed onto celebrity culture and put it on their video games, like with Tommy Lasorda Baseball, Michael Jackson's Moonwalker, and the game we'll be looking at today, Buster Douglas Knockout Boxing. Now, both Tommy Lasorda Baseball and Buster Douglas Knockout Boxing were Japanese games that Tommy Lasorda and Buster Douglas were kind of slapped on the cover of. The difference with Buster Douglas Knockout Boxing is that while Tommy Lasorda is not in Tommy Lasorda Baseball, Buster Douglas is the main playable character in Buster Douglas Knockout Boxing. Buster Douglas Knockout Boxing was obviously a counter at Mike Tyson's Punch-Out because Buster Douglas was the person who beat Mike Tyson before Evander Holyfield did in 1996. Or was that 97? Either way. And in fact, I think if you go back and watch the Buster Douglas-Mike Tyson fight, you'll see that Mike Tyson actually does beat Buster Douglas. Buster Douglas is down on the mat for about 12 seconds, but he took advantage of the opportunity he had, got up and knocked out Mike Tyson, so take advantage of the opportunities you have, and you might knock out Mike Tyson. Probably not, but you never know. Now, this is a totally different graphic style to Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. This looks like a straight-up 80s arcade game, and that's because it is. This was a game called The Final Blow, made by Taito, and the only difference is that this is on a Sega Genesis, so the graphics are scaled back a little, but they're still excellent, and you would play as Buster Douglas. So rather than looking over the shoulder of 8-bit pixelated boxers where Mike Tyson is the final boss, you're looking at a side view of very nice, really big, vibrant 16-bit sprites as you play as Buster Douglas and you work your way up the ranks to actually fight the final boss in this game, which is Mike Tyson in a luchador mask, which is just as fun as it sounds. So without further ado, let's hop in our time machine. Let's visit Noel back in 2012 as he plays Buster Douglas Knockout Boxing, and we'll see how he fares. And Noel in the future, Noel from the past, greetings from Noel in the future, and everyone out in YouTube land, have a great day, and I will see you in the next video.
Okay, guys, so here we see the title screen to Buster Douglas Knockout Boxing 1990 by Taito Corp. So right here, it's pretty basic. You can choose how many rounds you want or your difficulty level. We're just going to keep it on easy for this game, and there you see a Buster Douglas, and then you have a bunch of boxers that Taito made up based on tough guy stereotypes from around the world. So it's a little bit like Street Fighter II, The World Warrior. You go around and test your skills with the best in the world. And the real best in the world, as you were saying earlier, is Mike Tyson. And even, his loss to Buster Douglas could not keep him out of this game. because he has appeared as a masked Avenger, come to, defeat Buster Douglas, regain his position atop the boxing world. And he goes by the name of Ironhead right here. So, yes, it appears that Buster Douglas KO Boxing has Mike Tyson in a luchador mask as the boss. So, as with Mike Tyson's Punch-Out for the NES, this is a extremely difficult fight. And so for this review, we'll just watch this fight, and I'll try to explain a little bit of the mechanics as we're seeing everything go down. Now, before we get into the mechanics, we should also note that Sega, in their thirst for celebrity appearances in their video games, appears to have cast Ed Asner as the referee to Buster Douglas Knockout Boxing. So there you go. Actually, I heard this was supposed to be a lead-in to a popular game called Ed Asner's Type Master, where he would play Lou Grant, and it was basically a typing simulator. But anyway, back to this game. So here, this is when you get knocked down. There's very nice graphics. Basically, how the gameplay on this works: you use A, B, and C. Obviously, it's a Sega Genesis controller. A is jab. B is a strong cross. It's like a punch, good punch. And C is basically you crouch down. Now, A and B are going to be your bread and butter, basically. The other thing with this game is that you use the D-pad to decide what kinds of punches that you're going to throw. So, right now my gloves are down, so I've hit down on the D-pad, so now I can do body shots right here. But if I start taking shots to the head, I hit up on the D-pad, and I'm going to start doing headshots now. See, right like that. And it also serves as a block, too. Oh, man. Ironhead's got me in the ropes. Hanging in there. We don't know if this fight will go the distance or not, but we'll see. Hopefully Ed Asner won't get involved and stop the fight. Yeah, Ironhead is a pretty clear reference to Mike Tyson. Number one, he was just called Iron Mike. The other, which apparently was not that was not a name without meaning. When Mike Tyson was older and he fought Lennox Lewis and lost to Lennox Lewis, Lennox Lewis broke his hand on Mike Tyson's head. I remember watching the interview after. He was like, "That guy's got a head like a rock." Or something along the lines that Lennox Lewis said. Or as Ivan Drago would say, "He's a piece of iron." So, хорошо is what I say to that right there. So, right, we've got this set to 3 rounds. So, Ironhead seems to have a very strong advantage here. Now, you can probably see, guys, I've been landing some shots on Iron Mike here. It's kind of like the, Char or something like that, or the brother from Speed Racer. But you'll notice that his health isn't going down, or barely goes down. See, if I hit him, his health goes down just a little and it kind of regains. If he's landing shots on me, that's taking away tons of health. Come on, man, hang in there. I don't think you can be Ironhead. I'd have to look at a GameFAQs site or something like that. If you go to GameFAQs.com and you want to type in, see if you can actually play Ironhead as a hidden character. But I gotta be honest, guys, hidden characters in fighting games around this time were not always playable. Like Reptile in Mortal Kombat 1, Goro, Shang Tsung, you could just fight them, but you couldn't play as them. So I wouldn't be surprised at all if you could not play as Ironhead in Buster Douglas Boxing, but you never know. Maybe a game Genie Code or something. Well, like Rocky, I went the distance, but also like Rocky and Rocky 1 and Rocky 6, That didn't really do the job as far as winning the fight. So, looks like Iron Mike has avenged his loss as a crazed luchador. And that's going to be it, guys. So until next time, guys, my name's Noel. You all take care, and I would highly recommend Buster Douglas Boxing. Bye-bye.